Hello my fellow cinephiles, it's been a few weeks since the mini-set for Gnomeregan Film Festival released, which was a crossover with the Warcraft movie. The mini-set had 45 new cards and split Hearthstone's 11 classes into the two factions from the Warcraft movie, the Horde and the Alliance. A Horde card could be recognized by its red banner underneath the mana crystal, while an Alliance card had a blue banner. But as is always the case, I didn't get the balancing right on all the cards. Thankfully, you guys stepped in to let me know wherever I messed up. So in this video, I'll be updating several of the cards from the mini set, as well as a few cards from the main and micro sets. Welcome to a patch notes video for the Gnomeregan Film Festival mini set. Let's start by going over all the cards that have been buffed, which is the most of the cards in this video. In the mini set, Shaman was one of the 5 classes for the Horde faction. Shaman got 2 cards that would add these 3/3 minions with rush to your hand. But a commenter argued that simply getting 3/3 minions in your hand just wouldn't cut it for modern Hearthstone, and suggested giving the tokens 1 more health. So the cards would change as follows. The Shaman spell, War Solves Everything, will now add 2, 3, 4 Orc Brutes with rush to your hand, and then give all Horde minions in your hand +1/+1. Similarly, the Shaman minion Warmonger will now add a 3/4 Orc Brute with rush to your hand anytime it survives damage. The token itself has of course also been updated with 1 more health to reflect this change. Another card you commented on was the neutral Horde spell Mak'gora. This 1-mana spell would let you choose a friendly minion and an enemy minion, and then they would fight. But a long-time viewer of the channel, Friendly Shadow, left an interesting comment. They suggested changing Mak'gora's final line to a fight to the death, meaning the 2 minions would continue attacking each other until at least one of them died. So Mak'gora will now change like this. Its last line has been replaced to say, "They fight to the death." And Mak'gora in the Warcraft universe is a battle to the death. So not only is this new change more flavorful, it is also a stronger effect since it can be more effectively used as removal. And also it will potentially guarantee that your Horde minions survive damage multiple times, which many of the cards would benefit from. The last card getting buffed is a card from the Gnomeregan Film Festival micro set, Knee Crack. Knee Crack was a 1-mana rogue spell that would deal 3 damage to the enemy hero, but it also featured the custom keyword from the expansion, Commercial. When you drew a card with Commercial on your turn, you would get 2 options popping up on the screen. You could choose to do nothing, but you could also choose to spend 1 mana and then the card would get upgraded, becoming commercialized. When you commercialized Knee Crack, it would also shuffle an uncommercialized Knee Crack into your deck when cast, allowing you to infinitely repeat the effect. But a commenter argued that this effect just wasn't strong enough for a commercial card, and suggested adding an extra line to the card that said, "Draw a card." So that's exactly how Knee Crack will change. From now on, when you commercialize Knee Crack, it will shuffle another Knee Crack into your deck and then draw a card. This way it can potentially be used in some crazy OTK combo deck. And the commercialized version of Knee Crack has of course also been updated to reflect this new change. That's it for all the buffs. Now let's move on to the cards that are getting nerfed. In the Gnomeregan Film Festival mini set, Death Knight was one of the 6 Alliance classes. Death Knight got the card Infantry, which was a 3-mana 3/3 Alliance minion with rush, but while the infantry had 5 or more attack, it would also have Reborn. But a commenter had concern that the infantry could too easily go infinite, always allowing you to have a 5 attack rush minion to trade with. And I realized that they're actually right. You see, the set came with this hero card for the Alliance, Anduin Lothar, who would permanently increase your Alliance minion's stats by +1/+1, so all you'd need was 1 more attack for an infinite minion, and that's easily accomplished by a single trigger of Eliza Goreblade's Death Rattle. So infantry is getting a huge nerf. I've switched around infantry's 2 keywords, so from now on it will have Reborn instead of Rush in its base form, and then when it has 5 or more attack, that's when it has Rush. This way the infantry can still be used as strong removal, and is now actually stronger in its base form, but it can no longer go infinite, and can only be used as removal twice. The last card getting nerfed is a card from the main set, the Paladin Legendary Minion, Moviegoer Linessa. Linessa was a 7-mana 2/6 minion, and when you played her, she would recast all 1-cost spells you'd cast on friendly minions this game, and once again she would cast them on random friendly minions. This effect was really strong because the set came with many 1-cost spells, like the popcorn spell Paladin could generate from several cards, and the new film part tokens. But this was perhaps too many spells to benefit from. When I shared this set, I also shared it to the website hearthcards.net, which is the site I use to create my custom cards. On Hearthcards, several people had concerns that Linessa would be too powerful and suggested nerfing her to 8 mana. So that's exactly how she will change. Moviegoer Linessa will go from being a 7-mana minion to an 8-mana minion. That's it for all the changes in this patch notes video. If you didn't see the Gnomeregan Film Festival Mini-Set, I can definitely recommend checking out that video, as I personally think it's one of my better videos. You can find a link to the video on the screen right now. Thanks for watching, let me know in the comments what you thought about these changes, and don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps with promoting the video on YouTube. And with that, I will see you next time.